Hi, and welcome to this week's EFT session. So I've decided to do a little video today, or this week's sequence, based on decision paralysis. So this is perfect for neurospicy people or overwhelmed mums or anybody that's just stressed out and has too much on their mind and is really struggling to make decisions. And it could be little decisions or it could be big decisions. This will help either way. So basically what I'm going to do though is teach you how to do this little form of EFT so that when you are in the middle of struggling to make a decision, if you can take 2 to 5 minutes to do this tapping, then it will help you to refocus, clear your mind, and then move forward with making the decision that you want to make. So throughout it, I will be I may stop and start a bit as I explain things to you and teach you how to do this. And also I'm just going to use a scenario that is made up and pretty simple purely for the purposes of teaching it. But you would substitute your scenario, your what if or your either or scenario in when you were doing this tapping yourself. And it will probably involve a little bit of visualizing and slow breathing and really, taking time to feel into your body and feel what feels best for you through the tapping. So we'll get started. As always, if you want to note down the intensity and the emotion that is coming up for you when you think about the decision that you're struggling with, you can do that. Obviously, if you were using this just in the heat of the moment, like for example, if you were standing in the aisle of the grocery store and couldn't decide what you were getting for dinner tonight, I've been there many times, then you would probably not be writing down the sensation that you're feeling because you're just feeling the frustration or the annoyance in the moment. So you probably wouldn't then be, whipping out a pen and writing down the sensation and the intensity of it that you're feeling. But if you're just sitting in a quiet spot and doing it at home or somewhere, then you can absolutely do that. So just feel into whatever emotion is coming up for you around the indecision and what intensity and what sensation that is coming up in your body at, and just write that down because obviously we want that to be reduced at the end. So, but the overall purpose of this, the overall focus is that we want you to be able to just feel much lighter and clear-headed and more focused to be able to actually make the decision that you're struggling with. So we'll get started. Side of the hand, as always, copy what I say, copy where I tap, but in this instance, substitute while you're learning, but when you were doing it in the process, in the real world, substituting whatever decision you're struggling with. Okay, so even though I'm feeling really conflicted and I don't know what decision to make, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm really struggling with this indecision and I don't know what to do right now, I trust myself and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though my mind feels really confused and unfocused and foggy, I deeply and completely trust, love, and accept myself. I have a decision to make. There's 2 ways I can go, and I just don't know what to do. And it's making me feel very frustrated. And all this frustration is sitting in my body. I feel really tense and like there's a weight on my shoulders. If you are feeling that emotion in a certain part of your body, like for example, if it was making you feel sick in the stomach, instead of a weight on your shoulders, you would say it's making me feel sick in the stomach instead. And it feels really heavy in my chest. All this indecision that's just making me feel really frustrated. All this indecision sitting in my body. So many options, and I have no idea on which one to take. I don't even know what I want to do, what I feel like doing. There's so much swirling around in my brain and my mind and my body that I just don't know what to do. Feeling very confused, very conflicted. So confused, so frustrated, and I don't know what decision to make. For the purposes of this, I'm going to do a scenario where I don't know whether I want to go to an event or not. But in your tapping, you would again insert your scenario. So we're going to go with the scenario is that I don't know whether to go to an event. And this is the first part that we're tapping on is option A. I don't know what I want to do tonight. I've committed to going to an event. And I'm just not sure that I want to go. If I do go, I'm worried that I'll feel overstimulated, overwhelmed. I'll be getting home late. I've got so many things to do tomorrow. It's a rush to get to the event after work. I don't know what I want to wear to it, so there's another decision I have to make. I don't really know anybody that's going to be at it, and I'm going by myself. So I just don't know if I want to go. Scenario A is that I go tonight. And this is where you need to do a bit of visualization into what scenario A or outcome A looks like for you. The event could be really fun. It's a new activity that I haven't done before, so I'd be learning something new. And I do know a couple of people going. It's how I was invited. There'll be good food there. It's a night out of the house. Could be some new opportunities. I never know what might come from it. But I'm still just not sure because of all the other things. Like the rush, and am I too tired, and do I want to be able to get up early tomorrow and do what I need to do? So I'm quite conflicted. Do I want to go to this event tonight? And these tapping rounds can be as simple as you doing rounds of tapping and saying, do I want to go to the event tonight? You don't necessarily have to do anything more than that. So it could just look like this. Do I want to go to this event? Do I want to go to the event tonight? Do I want to go to this event after work tonight? Is this something that I really want to do? Do I want to go tonight? Do I want to go to this event? When I imagine this event and ask myself if I really want to go, what comes up in my body? What sensations am I having? What emotions am I having? What am I instinctively feeling about going to this event tonight? So you take a moment here to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feel into that. What is your body and mind together telling you feel about scenario A of this decision that you have to make? Are they emotions, sensations, physical reactions that feel like they serve you? Or do they feel like they don't serve you and they're not for you? And then we move into the next part, whereas we're tapping on scenario B of the decision that you have to make, or the outcome, that the other outcome that could emerge. So I don't go to the event tonight. I stay home, comfy in my pajamas. I don't inflict myself with the rush of having to go straight after work. I avoid any discomfort that I feel about new people and new opportunities. And I don't go to the event. But by doing so, I might break a commitment that I've made, which doesn't feel great either. So if I don't go to the event, what consequences will there be from that? And how do I feel about those? And can I cope with those? I don't go to the event. I picture what I do instead, which is staying home, which would be probably more relaxing and probably feel a bit calmer, but does it also feel boring? And will I be missing out on any opportunities by not going? So take a moment to visualize the alternative, or option B. I don't go to the event. I don't go to the event. I put in my apologies and I don't go. I don't go to the event. I don't go to the event tonight. I stay home. I don't go to the event tonight. What am I feeling in my body? What sensations are coming up? What am I noticing when I say those words? I don't go to the event tonight. What is my instinctive response to that, both physically and emotionally? I don't go to the event tonight. I don't go to the event tonight. I don't go to the event tonight. I'm not going to the event tonight. I've decided to stay home and not go. to this event. And again, pause, close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Really take note and scan whatever came up in your body and your mind when you said the words of option B. Because your body and your mind are working together when you do this, when you take time to calmly focus on this decision, your body and your mind are telling you inherently what really feels right for you. Through that mind-body connection, through the physical sensations that come up in your body that you noticed, even the physical movements. For example, I felt myself smiling when I said, I'm staying home tonight. If your shoulders felt lighter with option A over option B, if you got a flutter of excitement in your stomach over one option, but then the other option made you feel sick in the stomach, then that's an indication of what you should do, what's right for you. And this is how tapping using EFT and the mind-body connection can help you make a decision. So then if you are still feeling conflicted after that, you can tap again on each scenario, do the same thing. As I've said multiple times through here, obviously you substitute in your words and your particular scenario, but the idea is the same. And sometimes you might need to do a few more tapping rounds on each before your body gives you a really good indication and your mind gives you a really good indication and is clear enough and focused enough to help you make that decision. And so the more practiced you get with this, obviously the quicker you can do it, and so you can actually apply it wherever you are at any time that you have to make a decision. As always, please reach out if you have any questions via my socials on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram. I'm on at As Above Insight. I also do one-to-one sessions, EFT sessions, where we go really, really deep on the things you're struggling with, and I can do pre-recorded sessions based on your particular issue for people that might be time poor or aren't able to do one-to-one sessions for whatever reason. So I hope that this has helped you if you are struggling with making a decision, and until we tap again, take care.